Hey, welcome to GVIBEZ. This is another episode. Is it 27, James? 27th episode. He said, yeah, he don't really know. I had it down back in my head, but I got to come back to it. Anyway, I just played that song because I know that everybody is in a panic, in a frenzy right now, thinking it's going to end any day or whatever. But I just want you guys to go out there, take care of yourself, and don't fight over tissue, water. We all could get it if we just go out there and get it and come home. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to keep your head up, prayers up, and I'll be right back. You can finish that song.
Cause I think we can make it, in fact, I'm sure. And if you fall, stand tall and come back for more. Cause ain't nothing.
Hey, can you hear me? Check, check. Can you hear me?
For
okay,
sure,
hi. Hi, guys. Welcome to GVIBEZ. This is another episode with your girl, G9. I'm in the building with two out of four that will be here today. We're going to be talking about interracial dating. How do you say it?
That's you correct.
Just say relationships. Does it really matter to y'all when people say, "Oh, you guys are in"?
Well, we're engaged.
Yeah, we engaged. So.
It don't matter to people. It don't matter to y'all no more.
Well, no, we're not dating. We're engaged. So.
It's real serious.
Yeah.
What do you mean, real serious? So is marriage real serious? Like,
oh, definitely.
How serious is it? I'm putting you on the spot.
Ain't no spot. I mean, it's serious enough to be planning and trying to get things in order. So,
are y'all planning a big wedding?
Well, we don't know big, maybe mid-size.
Darlene, are y'all planning a big wedding?
Yes.
You're planning a big wedding? Yeah. Okay, so let's get y'all names and stuff first before we go on.
I'm Chris King.
Darlene Escobar.
Okay, so she gonna be a king, y'all. She gonna be a king.
I'm gonna be a queen.
Oh, okay, queen.
Okay.
She gonna be a queen, but her last name gonna be King.
For sure.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes.
Started it.
Whoops.
Hashtag. that could be your hashtag. I created it.
There you go.
Okay.
Got a copyright.
But you guys been together. I know, huh? I should have copyrighted that. Said it offline. How long you guys been together? Chris, she's looking at you. That means you gotta answer it.
We've been together. First, it was 8 years. Then we had a 3-year separation. I mean, a 3-month
Hold up.
separation.
We've been together 10 years.
Ooh, somebody getting in trouble.
No, ain't nobody getting in trouble. I mean, she's cultivating the whole relationship from day one to present. So
Okay.
I'm trying to give you a little bit of the
3-month
history.
separation.
Yeah, 3 months.
But he couldn't live without me, so
Clearly.
you know how that goes.
Then you got a ring, so he
Oh,
really
I got
could.
a ring. Oh, yeah, within months.
Don't act like she the only one. I got a ring. Too.
Oh, he got a ring, too.
Oh, you got him a ring
yeah,
too?
he has a
Oh, that
ring
was
too.
nice. But you got on the bended knee, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm the
How was that? Getting on your,
It was strange.
Was it
but-
your first time getting married?
Yeah.
Okay, so how was it?
It was different.
It was Super Bowl football.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
The
good
year
day because it's
before
really
last.
about men and you made it about her. That's really good.
Well, my team wasn't playing no way, so she was number one. Anyway.
Oh, okay. So were you nervous to propose?
A little bit, because I tried to catch her a couple of times, like in certain areas of the house, and it just wasn't working out.
You did it in front of everybody?
No.
No.
We was at the house. We was getting ready to go to a Super Bowl get together. And right before we left out the house, that's when she was sitting in a chair on her phone. I had to tell her get off her phone.
Like they always tell us to.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody knows that's what was said. But yeah, it went. it wasn't written. It wasn't planned. You know, I said what came from the heart, and yeah, that was good enough.
I'm the apple of his eye. He said that's how he started.
That's the only
that's-
part.
Girl,
She
how was
repeats
it for
that.
you to get proposed to? Because people think that's like the dream to get proposed to as women.
Yeah.
But it's not everybody's dream. But how was it for you to get proposed to by him?
I was surprised, but I think I was expecting it. We talked about it because, well.
Oh, he doing the face. Don't do the face.
Because I had said I didn't want to get married prior.
Yeah, that was a
in
while
the
ago.
earlier years.
But I
then-
was more thinking about when I wanted to make sure that ring fitted your finger.
Oh yeah.
And
Did it fit?
Yeah, it fit,
Well,
and she tried it on, and then I was like, "Oh well."
I love my babe for trying.
That's like that's like a wedding ring.
No, he could have called my daughters to get my ring size, but he calls me.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure.
And I'm
correct.
like, oh, so right there, I was shook,
Hey,
but I was like, is he gonna propose?
You called her and asked her about her ring size, Chris?
She still wasn't expecting it,
Yeah,
though.
right. So when I seen it, I was like, wait a minute.
Because I still had to get it. Just because I got the size don't mean that...
You gonna
it
propose
was
right away.
Yeah.
But he showed it to me.
I wanted to make sure it fit.
And I was
I don't
like-
want to be on one knee
Wait,
like,
okay,
babe,
so
will you
I'm
marry
lost now.
me?
So you showed her the ring too after you showed her the ring and you asked her the ring size. It was no surprise.
It was a surprise. She was surprised.
So every day you was thinking you finna get this ring, Darlene?
No. Well, I already had seen it, so I was
She
like,
seen it and she told me, when you get everything correct as far as asking me to marry you, then I will start wearing this ring. But until that time, none of this happened. So
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, she shut it down like that. But I know you, so I know you gonna shut it down anyway. And Chris, I know you somebody too in a relationship. I'm not trying to give her all the credit,
I
but
mean, she gets most of the credit.
I'm about to say, okay, you know you give us the credit, Darlene, but okay, we gonna let the men think they got it, okay?
It's all good.
But he got a ring as well, so.
And that's nice. How do you feel about getting your ring then?
I know. I mean,
Does it mean anything?
it was more of I didn't think I would get it, but I wanted to see where she was actually at as far as us moving down the line together as one. So when she actually did that, then I actually know that I could spend the rest of my life with her.
You knew before you was proposing, but then when she did that, that just made the top.
Well, that was
tops.
that was like
the-
I'll be able to get through some things, If she a little crazy, I could put up with that.
Darlene, you crazy?
No, I ain't crazy.
You just what?
She's not a lot crazy. She's not a lot of crazy. She's not psycho or crazy, but
She there. Do you get her there? It's a difference.
no, I don't get her there. I'm like you hear my tone, you hear my.
You like that at all times?
Yeah, I'm
He
just.
doesn't yell, Darlene?
Yes.
Yeah,
What
I
is
do.
your yelling like, Chris? Do your yelling.
You know what?
Say, come here.
You know what? It's funny because a lot of
Because
people.
I never seen him yell either.
No, because he's a sweetheart. No, he's a sweetheart. But he's really quiet. He's very laid back, and that's what I love about him. He's laid back, and he has patience for days. Because I can be like this. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. But, I'll get him there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But, but he has his moments.
She only gives me there
And
because
that's
she
what I tell-
knows what to do.
No, but that's what I tell people. You guys see the nice, cool, collected Chris. Like, he's cool, he's laid back. But I get the everything.
Yeah, you get the 100.
I do. And there's some things that I'm just like, Lord, if people knew.
When is your birthday, Chris?
July 7th.
He had cancer.
Sensitive.
A little. I'm a
But
little
men be sensitive and don't like to say they're sensitive.
No,
you think that,
I am a
Chris?
little sensitive. I know that. But it's a lot. I don't let my emotions get to me, though.
Why?
You know,
'Cause you
'cause
gotta be
it's-
that strong man.
Well, when you show that weakness, that's what people go for all the time.
I hear you.
I don't try to show weakness, but my wife knows my weaknesses.
Oh, you know his weaknesses, Darlene?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But I can honestly say I get all the good. I don't
Okay,
get
so
the
I'm
bad.
gonna ask y'all both a question. You gotta say if it's right or not. What is Darlene's weaknesses, Chris?
You want me to tell you her weakness?
One that can be said, not the
I
other
think
ones.
it's just the obvious babe for both of us.
I'm just saying.
What is a weakness and a strong?
most
What is a
obvious-
weakness and a strong
The
thing
most
about her?
obvious, she's ticklish on the bottom of her feet.
Well, no, weakness, I think, as far as, like, just in general, like, I'll say our kids. That's my weakness. Like, if he, like, says something about my kids or anything like that, like, that's the only thing that will bother me. But other than that, yeah, we don't.
Oh, don't play about the kids.
No.
Nobody play
No.
about the
I
kids.
done made that mistake a couple of times.
Yeah, he said something, and I was like, mm-mm. But this was earlier in the
Yeah,
relationship.
it's
When
a
I mean, when you
getting
getting to know,
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what
when
we
you
were
getting to
doing.
know is different. So y'all know what? We gonna get into a song, James. Then we gonna come back and we'll have 4 people with us this time.
All right.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, I forget my name on that.
Hey, welcome back to GVIBEZ. Just your girl G9 back for another episode. Now, our 2 extra guests is here now. it's another Chris. And Angelica, say your names and your Instagrams if you have one, or any social networks, or if not, you don't have to.
I'm Angelica. My Instagram's angelica.padre. That's my name.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? I'm Chris. I don't have no social media.
Oh, you don't have no social media. What you doing that for?
Ain't nothing wrong
I'm
with
gonna say
that,
dark
dog.
skinned Chris and light skinned Chris. What you do that for, dark skinned Chris?
Because social media is right. This is on social media, isn't it?
I know. Okay, so yeah, we're on all platforms.
I mean, but
You can speak your mind. This is
if
to speak
it's
your mind show.
positive, it's cool with me. But most social media I done came across is always wrecking something.
You think so? You talking about relationship wise or just period?
Relationship wise, or telling something that somebody wasn't supposed to be doing. Or it's just
You
too
know
much.
why?
It's
You're not
caused
on
drama.
social media. You should know. It's not just about that.
No, I'm not on social media because I really don't have the time to be sitting in front of my phone or a computer screen trying to communicate with people. I just talk to them.
Okay.
Like me and I guess I would call him light skinned Chris.
Yeah.
We talk quite a bit at work. So and that's what Darlene was just saying. Like, how do you didn't recognize him from the picture, but you know she has the what iPhone you got? You got the small screen. So,
Me?
yeah.
Oh, you trying to hit on the small screen?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm
you
the
know.
new one, so I don't know what he's talking about. He bought it.
Oh, how you don't know when you bought it?
Because
Men don't be knowing nothing.
the dude
after a
said
while.
you want the newest iPhone, so I said, yeah, give her the newest iPhone.
Didn't even look at it.
No,
Just got it.
I really
Okay.
didn't.
What do you guys feel about social media? I'm gonna go down the line. Then we're gonna get into this topic. What do you feel about social media in a relationship?
I don't mind it. Mine is basically just family. I don't accept no outsiders. If I don't know you, I don't accept you. Because I do have pictures of my nieces, my nephews, my kids.
Right.
You know, him, just things. But it's set on private. So if I know you and if you're part of my life and that, I accept you. But if not, then no.
Okay, Chris, you don't have light skin, Chris. You don't have one. So why don't you have one?
For me, just my personal preference. I feel if you're in a relationship, it takes too much of your time. You know,
Oh, okay.
whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on Snapchat, you know, certain females, they're more into their phone, right? And their own friends versus their families or the relationship at times.
Okay. What about you, Angelica? Because you on social media.
I am, but it's only because of my business.
Oh, what
So-
is your business?
I'm in financial education. So,
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I work at the hospital, but I also work in financial education. So it's like all about getting the word out about getting financially in good health, basically. Because we help families become debt free. We help people manage money and basically just, you know, getting in a good spot financially and educating people on all the different options that they have. So that's what I use my social media for, and also for my family because all my family's not from like LA. So that's how I stay connected with them too.
I like that. Okay, I'm gonna get your cards and stuff because you know I done got a couple of people that need to know
For
how to
sure,
stay
yes.
financially stable.
Yeah, and let me
Including me.
just clarify. See, now that's good social media.
Yeah, see? And you have motivational people, fitness. Do you know I watched some of those social network that made me want to go work out? Because I'm gaining weight. So I made me want to go work out.
You need that motivation to go?
Yeah, I do, because I was hungry. And it stopped me from eating chips.
Sometimes social media makes you hungry too.
I know.
you're like,
"Ooh,
"Ooh,
'cause
that
all
look
them
good."
food choices
Yeah.
out. Okay, guys, so we're going to get into our topic. We're talking about interracial dating. And you know I say that name wrong, but now I got it right. Check me in. So we're going to have a couple of questions for the ladies and the fellas. And we're going to start at the end because you guys came a little later. So we starting with y'all. Spotlight. How do your family feel about interracial dating?
My family is very open and very accepting, so they don't mind it. They just want me to be happy, so they love Chris.
Okay. What is your nationality?
Filipino.
Filipino. What about you, Chris? How do your family feel about interracial dating?
Well, even though I'm mixed, I was raised.
Okay, here he go. What you mixed with, Chris?
I'm Asian and black, so
yeah.
Chinese and black.
Okay, you somebody else over there. Go ahead, though.
My family doesn't care neither, so it's whatever.
Y'all
As
never
long
had a
as you
problem with
happy,
that.
bro. As
Right.
long as you
What
happy.
about you, Darlene? Because for the people that don't see you, because it's audio too, what's your nationality?
I'm
Come up closer.
I'm half and half Mexican and half Aztec.
What is Aztec?
Aztec is it's like from like the deep Mexico, like
It's an Indian tribe.
yeah, it's Indian.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I read about it from school, but I'm like, I never heard.
Yeah, well,
Is it like?
That's exactly where.
yeah.
But for real,
I really don't study it. I just know my dad was Aztec, and you know, the last time I seen my dad I was like 10 years old, so I never got that side of his family and any questions or anything. But I know I'm half Mexican because of my mom and half Aztec because of my dad.
and how do your family feel about you dating Chris?
They love Chris.
Dark skinned Chris.
They love him, but at first it was different
Why was it different?
because I have 3 beautiful babies, but their dad is he's Mexican. So you know, my family, you know, when I was young, we didn't, you know,
Mix.
Affiliate.
yeah, they didn't mix at all. So
Oh.
I was not used to it.
Oh, so when you got with a black guy, it was like,
It was like, yeah, like a question mark, like in their faces, like, what happened?
really?
Like, why? Like, you know, what's going on? Even my kids, at first when he met my kids were like, so standoffish, like, Mom, what happened? Like,
Was it because of the culture, or was it because they're not used to seeing you with a different culture?
yes, they're not used to it. And, so, you know, dark Chris.
Yeah, dark skinned Chris.
You know?
How did your family feel about Darlene?
Well, she only had the privilege of meeting my dad, because actually when we was getting to know each other, my mom was very sick and had passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But
I knew her
my
over the
father,
phone.
Oh, that's good.
but my father, she got to spend like a lot of quality time with my dad before.
And he didn't question you dating a Mexican
no,
girl. No.
my dad never questioned. Well, my one of my brothers was married to a white lady, so.
Oh.
And this was back in the late 80s, early 90s, when it was really kind of frowned upon. So,
Do you think it's still frowned upon?
from some people, yeah.
What about
I
you,
do.
Darlene?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why do you think it's frowned upon?
Because we get stares.
I was gonna ask you that. Do you guys get stares in public?
We get the stares.
Still
Yeah.
in 2020?
Yeah, we get stares.
It's only been 3 months, but in 2020?
Sure, we was getting them in 2019.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What about you, Chris? You guys get stares? Light skin, Chris.
I also be getting stares when we go in certain areas, you know. So if you're in Calabasas, of course, you know, people are going to look at you because you're black, right? But if you're Asian or so, or you're, you know, white, then you're not going to get that many stares, right?
But you guys together in those areas, do you guys get the
I would
look?
I would say we get more stares in the urban areas versus in the suburbs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's true, Angelica?
He notices it more than me because I personally don't care what people think, or, you know, they look at me a certain way. It's like, you got a problem, I don't have a problem. Like, so
You
I don't
like- it's
notice
like,
it.
whatever.
It just goes over my head, and he's like, oh, there goes another hater. And like, what are you talking about?
You said, what are you talking about? So let's start with dark skin Chris. Did you guys ever have that growing up, that in your family was like date your own kind, and did you have that growing up where you were kind of iffy on dating another race, or was it just
Not
met somebody you
really,
liked?
because growing up, when I was 8, my brother graduated from Nebraska College.
okay?
We went up there for his graduation. I grew up in Compton. I've never seen so many white people in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother was, you know, his girlfriend was white, because that's what was around. That's all he had around him. And he played football. So he was just, they loved him. He tells all kind of stories about when he woke up in some chick's bed one morning, her mama standing over the bed asking him how many pancakes he wanted.
Oh,
So
that's something else.
yeah, it was just crazy, but he had a certain perception of white women at that point in time, to where he was saying, that's where it's at, Chris. That's where it's at. But I didn't.
Do you feel like he said that's where it's at because of pancakes, or because?
No, he said that because of what he was
some
getting
pancakes.
before the pancakes, I'm
Right.
sure. But I look at it as long as I'm happy, I don't care what nobody else thinks. Really, I don't. I mean, Darlene points it out to me several times when we've been out to restaurants, Actually, I told her tonight when we was getting ready, like, I'm going to tell her the story about what happened at Camacho's.
Well, tell us the story. What happened at the Camacho's? We love
like,
stories.
She kind of noticed it a little bit more than I did because, I guess I was hungry that night, so I wasn't really paying attention to the waiter.
Mm-hmm.
But she picked up on the rude behavior, and when I actually turned some attention to it, it was a different waiter. He didn't even come back to the table.
Really?
So,
He
yeah.
sent the busboy to take our order.
And he was like, even the busboy was like, I don't know what's going on. But
He apologized and everything, the busboy. And it was the busboy.
So he was taking y'all order.
Well, we had showed up to Camacho's. It's not there no more, actually. It's in City Walk. And we sat down, but he had to go to the restroom. So I ordered our drinks.
Mm-hmm.
So the man was talking to me. Fine, no problem. Until he came back and sat on the table. He wouldn't even look at Chris.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever experienced that, light-skinned Chris and Angelica?
Like I said, I don't notice things. Like Chris points it out to me, so.
Well, since Chris
Like,
points
I'm
out
like-
things, he should know.
He should know.
You should know one, huh?
So personally, yes, I would say in every relationship that I was in, yes, I've experienced it.
Oh, have you ever dated? You always dated outside your race, or you dated black girls too?
I've dated one black girl when I was 18.
And y'all had the same problem, stares and all that too?
Not so much stares, but people would look, like, man, you shouldn't be with her probably.
Why?
Just people.
So you just saying you get that in general. It don't
Right.
even be mattering about who you with, what you doing. People gonna stare.
Right.
Oh, okay. So do you feel like you get judged? Basically, you guys feel like you get judged being in interracial
He's
dating?
been asked at the hospital by females. I'm going to put it out there. Oh.
Go ahead. I mean, this is the open.
I'm like,
How open are we, James? Open. Wide.
yeah. Well, because
You
you
can
can go
tell
back
the
to
truth.
work there. I don't. So.
Okay. So y'all work at you work at the hospital.
Yeah,
Chris.
I used to work there.
Uh-huh.
But
And what happens? They used to come up to black girls used to come up to you, Chris.
No, well, when they found out he was engaged, are you sure you want to do that?
Cause you Mexican or because
they hating.
is it because she
And it's
the color of her
mostly,
skin though?
I mean, I hate to put things out there, but when somebody becomes your ex, it's no good intentions they're gonna have once they're speaking
Well, not
about
even people
you.
he's dated, just in general, females that probably had a crush. See, because
You can tell us.
My babe is a social butterfly.
And you don't like him being social?
He like a Dr. Phil up there. I don't know why people come and try to talk to him about his issues.
About my issues?
About
their
issues. I said about
Yeah,
issues,
yeah,
and
they talk to me
I had to
about
say
that.
I had to kill that. Like no.
Oh, okay. We don't want her to kill that. So, Chris, have you ever dated a black woman?
Yeah, I have a 16-year-old son that's by a black woman.
And do you think it's a difference between dating different cultures?
Yeah, it's a difference for sure.
What is the difference?
Just it's.
You could be honest, because we're
I
honest.
mean, I'm trying to find out the way to explain this difference because I don't want to send out the wrong words.
Or offend anyone.
Yeah, definitely. But
Okay,
I don't know. I'm
Darlene.
gonna have to think about that one.
Yeah,
that that question wasn't on the paper.
We just went into that, you know. What about you,
Yeah.
Darlene?
Huh.
Same question I asked him. Do you feel like it's a difference when you dated a black man and when you had your ex-husband was a
Yeah.
Mexican?
No, I don't think it's within the person itself. I think.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody cheats. Everybody does.
Everybody better not be
No,
cheating.
everybody. Wait,
And each,
wait a
no, well, not
minute.
everybody. I'm sorry, I should take that because I don't. cheat.
Because you finna be married.
And I don't cheat either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, people do bad things.
Yeah, you just saying in general.
Yeah, just in general. You know, there's mean and there's bad, and each race has both. And,
Right.
You know, I don't see any different. I don't see it. It's within the person. If they're gonna love you how they should love you, they're gonna love you. If they don't, they don't. It's just.
Yeah, I don't look
It's
at
just within the
that
person itself.
as
Yeah.
being a black or Mexican or black or white thing. I mean, because everybody has different personalities. Everybody has different issues. Everybody has different walks of life. So
Right.
I could just say my experience with Darlene, as well as it's going, has been the best that I've ever encountered.
And you think it's from her being a different race, or you think it's from her being just a different
No,
human
I
being
think
in
I
general?
think it's from her knowing how to love someone, and she shows me that she really loves me. So I return the favor.
Okay, well, Chris and Angelica, I'm gonna get what you guys feel about this what we talking about, and then I'm gonna get to a call. So, what do you feel, Chris? Do you feel like it's a difference on dating a black girl and a Filipino girl, Mexican, black, all that?
So again, just piggy off them, I would say it goes off the person, but then also it goes to the families as well. You know, so if you're dating a Salvadorian woman, that macho dad is gonna have, you know, some type of feeling. Versus if you're dating a Filipino, right? Their dad may be more accepting. So.
Oh, you think so? What about you, Angelica? How do you feel?
I think there is some differences because, like, culturally, because like my culture, like in the Filipino culture, we're very similar to like the Hispanic culture. We're very family oriented. Now I haven't met that many of, you know, Chris's family, but from things that I've heard, some people just aren't, some cultures are not as family oriented as like the Filipino or the Hispanic culture.
I mean, I could say that for some families. Some families would, like y'all are told probably to stick together. Even though people are told to stick together, sometimes I feel as black people, we stick together with certain situations. We're not going to allow everything, and then it just separates us as a whole. But sometimes it can affect us as a whole too. So I don't know. Let's get to that call, and then we're going to go to a break. Oh, hey. Hey, who's this?
This is Hood.
Oh, God. Hood! Puma! What do you want to say, girl?
Hey, light-skinned Chris. Hi, darling.
Hey, what's up?
Okay.
Chris, darling.
I was about to say, really, Negro?
Can you get to the question, Hood?
I wanted to know, are you guys going to
Turn her up because I can't hear because I feel
bridesmaid?
What you say?
She did not just go there.
What did she say?
Go there. She's in our wedding.
Are y'all going to have a black bridesmaid in your wedding?
Really, Hood? That's what you call for?
Yes.
She wants to fight my flower girl for the position.
Okay, so what is your question, Hood?
That's what I wanted to know.
Oh,
Yeah, we gonna have one black bridesmaid. Absolutely one.
I'm
That's
trying to
it.
secure my spot.
Okay, Hood. I'm gonna see you tomorrow at work. You have a blessed day.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Did she really call about girl? Okay, so we're gonna get into a song. Then we're gonna come back a little more questions. We're gonna have a little fun with them. All right, bye, y'all. Hey, welcome back to GVIBEZ. It's your girl G9, and I'm here with Angelica, light skin Chris, Darlene, and dark skin Chris. Y'all ready? Okay, I'm gonna get into something a little more different. I mean, let's talk about food. Food and the cultures. Like, so what is the difference between? Let me tell you something, Darlene. I love Mexican food. But they told me it's the difference between the Mexican food I eat and the real Mexican food. Is it Mexican American? Is it a difference between Mexican American food and Mexican food? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the difference?
Majority Mexican, like you're making some like Mexican, it's homemade, like you from starch, like at home, like you started from like the beginning, and they don't use the right spices. Sorry.
What's the right spices? Tell me, because I like Mexican food.
Well, it just depends what you're making. Like my enchiladas, I put seasoning on my chicken and stuff, and a lot of restaurants don't do that. The chicken is plain.
Oh, so you do black version chicken?
I don't know.
She don't fry it, I can say.
I
But she seasons it well.
Okay, so what is a dish that you like from her culture? What is a dish you like from his culture? Darlene and Chris, like dark-skinned Chris right now.
She done got me hooked on ceviche.
Oh, fire.
Fire.
Do it be hot?
No, it's not hot.
It's mild?
No, it's not even mild.
Yeah.
But,
okay, I gotta taste your ceviche because I'm probably tasting somebody else.
Yeah, I mean,
Taste the
people didn't offer her money for this ceviche. That's why
You can
it's
make a business on
like-
ceviche. Don't play.
Well,
Make you an Instagram girl.
I've made it for a couple people, and they paid me for that.
Okay, what about you? What is something in the black culture that you love that he?
Oh, I love Doolin's.
It's a restaurant in LA, y'all. If y'all don't know what that is. Man, they soul food is the bomb. So you like
it's
our
right
soul
down
food?
the street.
Hey, yeah, hey, we was on the way over here. She was like, "Oh, Doolin's right down the street." I said, "Oh yeah."
They macaroni cheese be cheesy.
Oh no, I love the
Oh,
oxtails. Ooh, they bomb.
Okay, what about Filipino food, Angelica? What do you like about? What is difference from the black culture food and Filipino food?
I think there's a lot of difference. The different
Chris
spices,
eyes big,
like
light skin Chris eyes
seasoning,
big, y'all.
like completely different. Like we eat things that, like he's like, you guys eat goat? Like, yeah, we eat goat. Like
Black people you go to, but it's not.
you
I
guys
don't like it.
eat like there's a dish. It's cooked with like the sauce is like a pork's blood, and he's like, what is that? And we call it chocolate meat. And yeah,
Pork's blood, chocolate meat,
yeah.
girl.
So it's completely different from like what he's.
It's like mole for us, but ours is with
Yeah.
chocolate.
Right.
Real
Okay.
talk.
Okay. So, what is a dish you like from the black culture that you taste?
I don't even know because we don't really.
Oh
we
yeah,
don't
because
really
Chris is
eat.
very.
Yeah, he's like health
Healthy.
conscious, so he's like, oh, we can't
people
eat.
be
Super.
healthy.
It's like we
sometimes.
can't eat that. Everything's like in so much grease and stuff. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but you know. For
Okay,
his
so what is
preference.
something you eat from the Filipino food, Chris, that you could say that you like besides the chocolate
He
blood
doesn't,
gushing
he doesn't
meat?
eat that.
I don't eat that. What's that chicken dish with like the chicken wings and like the squash and the onions?
Is it like a soup?
Yeah, so yeah,
Is it sour?
a little bit.
Wait, is it? Does it have sayote in it?
No.
What? Sayote? Okay.
No.
Okay, so we
I
gonna
don't
switch
remember.
y'all. We guess. now.
But yeah, the barbecue chicken is cooked different.
The
Is
way
it
my
seasoning?
the way that my dad
Right.
makes it, he marinates the chicken like in some special chicken marinade sauce and
Okay.
like so.
Okay, Chris, you
Yeah.
doing? That's why you small over there. I see, because you're not eating no blood, no chicken, no nothing. Okay, but y'all, okay, I'm gonna switch it up on y'all for a minute. How do you feel about? Well, I'm not switching it up, but I'm just gonna go down the line, starting with Angelica. How do you feel about being in an interracial, in the era that we live in right now, with it being pride and like gay pride and now interracial dating? Y'all still got stares. Y'all
Yeah.
still get stared at, but you don't recognize it.
I
But
don't recognize.
how do
it.
you feel now? Have we grown from that? Have we got further from the stares? Like, or do people care anymore as much as? Because you say people don't care. You don't care that
I
people
don't
care.
care,
do you
but
people
I think
care?
there are certain people, especially in like the older generation,
Mm-hmm.
that are used to like same race dating. But I feel like with like the millennial generations and like on, like they're more open to it just because that's what's, you know, more people are in interracial relationships. And so that's just where I come from personally. So I think we have moved some progress, but there's still people that are set in their ways.
Right. We on live, Darlene. Why you?
I'm sorry.
She over here hugging on the face and stuff. Okay, see you on Facebook Live right now. Chris.
What's up?
No.
Light skin Chris.
Yeah, you gotta clarify.
Light skin Chris, do you think we have grown from interracial dating? That is it still a topic that grows or growing, or like is it still there? Like, are we still talking about that?
So I would say there is some progress, but for the most part, I would say the stares come from the black race.
And why do you think that?
Just immaturity and also lack of knowledge.
It could be not lack of knowledge. People are not open to everything. Sometimes you got to think as humans, we are what we grow, our environment teaches us to be a certain way, and then that's all we know. And then we can't get mad at the person for even feeling a certain way, because
You don't know
if
what
we
you
were
know.
taught this way of living, that's how we gonna grow up to be. So, dark skin Chris, how do you feel? Have we grown as people with this interracial dating topic?
We've grown to a certain extent. I mean, I feel, well, because I know my father used to tell me a lot of things that used to happen back in the 50s and 60s about interracial dating. So, yeah, we've came a long way, because we can actually walk the streets with a few stares instead of somebody
Stopping the whole.
yeah, or you know, letting you really know how they feel about you interracial dating. So we making some progress, but I still think it's gonna be. It's always like they say, one bad apple in the bunch, and you know, you just kind of deal with it and move on. Like if they want to be stuck in that place to where they got that hate in their heart, then
Because that
so
doesn't
be
mean you
it.
guys hate your culture. That just means you found somebody that you love. That's
yeah,
on
you
the
more
other side, man.
compatible with that person.
Right.
You know.
What about you, Darlene?
I see it as 50-50. I see like some people are going to be accepting of it and some people are not. It just, depends who it is. We do get stares, but we also get compliments.
Okay, that y'all
So,
cute.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I seen she sent me. I said, send me a picture. She sent me a picture. Said cute. I said, yep, y'all cute. I said, okay.
Oh yeah, she
You
makes
know.
sure we post those.
Yeah. I said, Chris sent me a picture. I was like, oh, y'all went to a wedding. Y'all cute. So I want to say this. Can you guys tell someone that is in a interracial dating? If they're doing that right now, do you feel like you can inspire somebody by your love, like to go out there and be who you want to be with the person you love, and whatever's holding you back to do it? Like, what can you say about that?
Make sure you happy. If you happy and that person that you love is happy, regardless of the color, regardless of the religion or whatever, if y'all compatible on those levels, that's very important in life, then it ain't nothing that you can't conquer.
Okay. That was good, dark skin Chris. Go ahead, Darlene.
Oh, he said it all.
Okay, Chris, light skin Chris, what do you want to say?
So piggyback off Chris, dark skin Chris. He's right. Just make sure you have a foundation, so make sure you're happy, that you love one another. Also communication,
Communicate, yes.
So don't go off social media or what your friends or family think or say, because it's only you two that are in that relationship each and every day.
Right.
So with that being said, so just keep your head high. Don't worry about the stares, because at the end of the day, all of us need more haters.
Why? I don't want a hater.
I don't want no haters either.
Because the more haters you have, right, it means you're doing something right.
True.
Oh.
I've heard this
I heard
analogy.
that said before. What about you, Angelica?
What's the question?
The question was what can you say to inspire the people that's probably want to come out to their parents or come out to people that they're dating another, because it's
Yeah.
that when you come in the room with a different race, everybody like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a little different.
Yeah, people are not. There's gonna be always those people that aren't used to it, but it's just like, look, both Chris's said, it's all about if you're happy. If the person that you're with makes you happy, it shouldn't matter what other people think, because at the end of the day, that's your partner. You're gonna live life with or without whoever judges you, but I mean, you're making a decision to spend this person, like your time with this person for the rest of your life. So
Right.
it's just make sure you're happy and don't worry about other people.
Well, we not gonna worry about it no more. Fun fact, I want to say, because we got 5 minutes. Tell me something good about your partner, dark skin Chris, that you want the world to know.
That I want the world to
This is just a
know.
random question for y'all.
My fiance is
Ooh, fiance.
the best, the absolute best relationship and partner that I have ever had.
Oh, baby.
Oh, that was a good one, Chris. You getting a lot of that later. Go ahead, Darlene.
He just got some brownie points for later.
Okay, that's all rowdy boys. Go ahead, Darlene.
My babe, he's the best. I know he's gonna be the one to love me like no other has, and I'm blessed for that.
That was cute. Y'all gonna have a good night. Light skin Chris.
I want to say my beyond beautiful girlfriend, Angelica, she's the best communicator.
Oh, and we need communication because it's really y'all. And kissing and loving. We need communication because a lot of people don't have that. So that's a great trait about you. What about you, Angelica?
My handsome future husband is.
Oh, she said future husband, so you better get the ring. Go ahead.
Is the most patient, loving, and caring person that I really look forward to spending my life with.
Oh, that was cute. Y'all all cute. I'm finna ask my man what he felt about this question tomorrow when I go home.
For real.
I'm like, did you hear the show? Because I want.
Is he working tomorrow?
Yeah, he working.
Oh, no.
So
He's gonna be mad at you, babe.
So you guys, thank you for tuning in to GVIBEZ. That was another episode. If you like this topic, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, go ahead and do it. Leave it a comment under my Instagram at GVIBEZ. At G9 is my personal page. GVIBEZ on YouTube. And everybody, have a blessed and safe, yes. Stop fighting in the streets. Okay, y'all. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.